Hey there, I'm Incomp. It's been a while. Today's skin is Girl's Frontline by Koyaiba. The song selection screen is surprisingly good. I was under the impression that the skin would just be anime girls thrown everywhere. It is a pleasant surprise to see that the skin is instead an application of Girl's Frontline's visuals to the Yosu client. Anyway, everything that you see here looks appropriate and inspired. The elements are put together extremely well, and each one is crisp and clear, no blurriness. It seems like the sounds have been put into the skin without any regard for their volume. This causes some of them to be pretty jarring, such as the sounds for clicking the back button or pulling up the mods. Speaking of the mods, their icons are great. Every single one has a custom design, and the bottom right triangle thing is used on each one, so points for consistency. The text in some of the mod icons is pretty much unreadable, but the icons themselves are clear enough. Hey, I found the anime. After I played through the game for a few hours, I learned that this character is called Kalina, and she is your assistant. It makes sense for her to be here since she's there whenever you finish a mission in the game. She has been cropped in pretty nicely, a lot better than most, so I don't really have any problem with her presence. Everything else you see on the screen is stellar. It is all clearly inspired by the game, down to the coloring of the grade letters. None of the elements look bad together on their own or next to each other, so I can't really complain. To get nitpicky, however, I did notice that the white X's along with the percent symbol and period are maybe 1 or 2 pixels too low. The performance label on the ranking panel could be nudged down once or twice. The right edges of the score box and the ranking panel aren't perfectly aligned either. All of these are things that I was only able to find by looking for them. Players do not spend nearly enough time on the ranking screen to care about them, so I won't be docking points. The gameplay is fantastic. The colors work well together. I believe that the health bar is based off of the HP bars from your units in the game. There's even a black box on the left of it for you to easily Photoshop your avatar onto. The elements look great. You may notice that the hit circles don't have an explosion animation, like how the other skins do. This is because Koyaiba used the combo numbers for his hit circles. Some players prefer this and others don't, but I'm pretty indifferent. However, I think that the width of the approach circles is problematic. They are still visible even when the circle is supposed to be clicked. It can be a bit of a pain to get used to this, but after a while it should become a non-issue. The hit sounds are the wooden ball clacky ones that we all know and some of us love. For those that don't love them, Koyaiba has included another sample set in the skin folder that you can try out. The other customizables include a cursor that is more similar to the hit circles and some alternate follow points. I find both sets to be just as good as the default, so it really is all personal preference. The song selection screen is completely faithful to the game that the skin is based off of. It balances that faithfulness and its own quality as a skin to great effect. The only problem I could find was the tendency for some sounds to be too loud. As such, it gets a 4.5 out of 5. The ranking screen is pretty much the best it can be. I don't see a reason to give it anything less than a 5 out of 5. The gameplay is minimalistic. It is great for all players at all skill levels. However, the time to adjust that comes from the wide approach circles and the instant fade hit circles can make it harder for some players to use. The skin is worth the try regardless, but players should be wary of it. The gameplay gets a 4 out of 5 from me. Overall, the skin gets a 4 out of 5. For visuals, the skin gets full marks. For playability, a 4 out of 5. It will serve you well, but you gotta give it some time first.